Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video and a very quick one, an update on the MiG-29, an update from the developers, okay? They just posted this, I will leave it in the description, but yeah guys, so yeah, the MiG-29, they are saying in here that the MiG-29 has a very bad, basically statistics, and it has many problems, mainly the radar not working properly. Obviously it's a very bad radar right now, very hard to maintain the lock. The R-27T, people are complaining that it's not, fully developed on the IRCCM kind of situations. And obviously the R-60Ms also are not the greatest. The R-27ERs don't have the most amount of range as well. So we have a lot of problems with this aircraft, making it have a very bad statistics. They say here that it's the worst against all the F-16s. So yeah, complicated, right? Basically means that the aircraft is struggling, which is weird, but still it is an aircraft that has these problems, and it makes it the experience of flying it very bad. Then they go talking a little bit about the R-27 and how in the first dev server they actually used a method that it basically ignores everything in a certain frequency of countermeasures, right, of light, to actually be able to, for a certain time until the flare is out of the field of view, and then it returns to the seeker. And while it's doing that, it's just using the INS to actually guide itself to kind of a place where the target was, right? So it was being used like that, and it was very effective in the first dev server, as you remember. But then they changed it in the live server because it was more realistic and more confirmed in the way that it worked. So basically right now it has an IRCCM that it works changing the field of view of the missile. So initially it has a field of view. When you lock a target, it will basically change the field of view for a much smaller one, making it have a better performance, similar to comparing an A9L to an R-60M. So that's the system that is using right now. And they say that it is the best missile, air-to-air missile in the game in this parameter of ignoring flares. I think it's fine. It's just, if it's realistic, I will be fine with it. I don't think we need more than that if it's unrealistic, right? So yeah, if it's like this in real life, I think it's fine to not be that capable of basically decoying flares, right? So yeah, I don't know. The R-27, a lot of people are complaining, but as I said, if it's realistic like this, it's fine. So they explain this is why this is more realistic, and basically why they are using this method and not the older one that basically ignores the frequency. So yeah, the first one would be way more effective, as we remember in the first dev server, but still, if this is more realistic, it's fine. Then they say a little bit about the MiG-29's radar here. We also plan to fix some bugs on the functionality of the MiG-29's radar in the near future. Right now, the capture of the target detected by the radar is not always reliable. It's really not reliable. It's problematic, at least in long ranges and using different modes. It is really hard to use this radar. It's even worse than the MLD. The MLD has a limited radar in some areas, but it is just such a weird radar to use, man. And the 29 one, and it loses lock all the time, and the modes don't work very well. The normal search mode, you never get a detection unless you are like 15 kilometers from the target. The HDN detects from farther away, but it loses lock very easily, so it's very hard to actually use this aircraft in the BVR just because of the radar, right? And that severely makes the aircraft a lot worse to play the game, a lot harder to play. So yeah, they are working on fixing that, hopefully very soon, hopefully like tomorrow. But yeah, another things, they are considering adding the R-27ER for the missiles arsenal. It would be a little bit more comparable to the AIM-7M. In real life, I kind of disagree. I still think that the AIM-7M will be the counter to the R-27R, to be honest. But the normal measures that we have in the CS, the normal figures that we have in burn time and energy, say that the R-27R should have more energy than it's currently having. This is from the CS, this is from Gordon Yelfin's book, that it says that it has more burn time with the same power. So it is problematic, Of course, you can add the ER, but the ER, I mean, it was not supposed to be needed, I don't think. Maybe they have information that are more precise than us. Obviously, they have a historical team to go after the things. So maybe they are right in adding a missile such as the ER, but still it's problematic. It's not supposed to be that bad. The R-27 is supposed to be a very good missile at longer ranges with 9-second almost burn time, and it has 6 seconds right now. It's 3 seconds, it's not a lot, but it is a third of the energy that the missile will have, right? So it's weird. Maybe they will fix the missile, or maybe they will add the ER. I mean, if they fix the radar, it will already be way better. And with the ER, it will be even better. So I would not complain, because BVR condition of the MiG-29 right now is really bad. And as for the R-73, we still reserve the right to issue it to an aircraft at any time, but we would like to not like to issue it in its current form without the necessary improvements that we have in our plans. So they are considering adding the R-73, but they need to fix the radar, maybe add the R-27, maybe change the R-27T to actually make sure that the missile will not be that OP, and not have to add another missile to the F-16, for example, to counterbalance that. So they are taking measures like slowly. In the meantime, to be honest, I will not be playing the MiG-29 too much. I will be getting the Tornadoes. I'm having a lot of fun with that, even though they're very weird to fly and bad even. I will be flying the F-16s. I will be flying other aircraft because, to be honest, I like to do BVR, man. And I cannot do BVR properly with this aircraft right now. So I will wait until they fix it to not get too frustrated, because I was getting actually a lot frustrated with this aircraft, and I was just... it is a very good aircraft, but it's just really difficult to use. You lose lock all the time, and it's problematic. It really is problematic right now. So hopefully they fix these little things. I don't think we need the ER. I think with the radar working properly and maybe the R-27T being a little bit more reliable against flares, I think you will be fine against the F-16s. But maybe the ER would fix some other problems that the aircraft has, and even if that doesn't work, the R-73. But basically, it is a very important matter for the meta right now, and at least we know that they are working on it, so we just need to be patient, okay? So yeah, guys, I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe. We're trying to hit 15,000 subscribers, and I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, and bye.